Yo, what's up, everybody? It's your boy Zoku here, back with another video, and here we go. This is part 2 of What If Deku was Spider-Man. Now, without any further ado, let's get into it. So we begin off with Midoriya entering his first day of school. He's going around looking for class 1A. Apparently, that's the class I'm going to be in. Guys, this is training prep training, but let's see how this plays out. As he goes and he sees a giant door. Well, I guess this is it. I can do this. As Midoriya opens the door, he sees a bunch of people just a huge lots of noise come out and everybody freezes and looks at him. And then they go back to doing what they was doing. As he walks in and he finds the first empty seat he can find. The first empty seat he manages to find. He says, Whew, that wasn't the first impression I wanted. But I can still make this better. As he sees Bakugo with his feet up, and he sees that weird kid with glasses yelling at him again. Kid with the injuries in his feet. Oh, cool. And as Midoriya goes, the girl talks up behind him and saying, "Oh, I remember that butchy hair." And she turns around and he says, "Hi, I'm Uraraka. Remember, right, Deku? Yeah, that's me." And she says, "Hi," and they begin to talk for a little bit. But Aizawa, he goes up and he says, "My first impression of all of you were loud. I couldn't even get a good nap out of this classroom even if I wanted to. I'm your homeroom teacher, Aizawa, also known as the hero Eraserhead. I'm your homeroom. Now, reaching into a sleeping bag, all of you, I have one for each of you. Put these on and meet me out on the field. But, sir, don't we have to go to assembly? No, this is a hero academy. I'm training you to fight wars. I'm training you to be heroes. Villains don't think about assemblies. Out there is life or death. It's split second reaction. I'm not going to waste my time on any stupid things like that. You all have 15 minutes. If any of you late, you're expelled." As they all rush towards the locker room, as they begin to train, and people notice how rough Madura actually is. They actually it's impressed by it, and you're like, huh? Do you actually think so? Gary, you're the best in the class. No, I'm not that good. As they continue the conversation, they all head out to the locker room. You're all late. You're lucky I'm feeling lenient today. But you told us we had 15 minutes. You should strive. You heroes should strive to get her even earlier. Even a minute late, millions could die. As they all get kind of shook and kind of afraid. As Azal takes note of this, huh? This class may have least hope yet. As he rolls Midoriya a ball, use your full power. Throw this ball as far as you can. As Midoriya's like, okay. As he begins to roll, power up full percent, 100% or 50% one for all. I'm just, for the sake of it, sure, I'm going to call it 100%. Because that's what Midoriya thinks it is. And he throws the ball so far it goes It goes nearly across multiple cities, big ones. It, it's like the bottom of the. He grows it to the bottom of the Pacific Ocean. He went across the bloody planet, and that's how hard he grew. Huh? That's how it says. That might as well be infinite. But he wraps Midoriya up. I told you, full of power, no holding back. But Midoriya says, "Wait, no, that was my full power. I promise, that was my full strength." Huh? I'll come back to this as Midoriya takes note of. So the test goes on with Midoriya using a grip test, and he breaks it. Top it off, it's the error. Couldn't even read the amount of strength he had. Next up, it's the lung jump. Well, Deku just runs, going as hard as he can with one for all, and he clears it. Then there's this foot race where he also receives and get first place. Side to side jumps as jealousy. Midoriya scores first in all. Anazawa makes notes of himself. He's holding back. He's only using half of his power, half of his potential, half of what it could be. Just, I'm gonna have to snap him out of that if this kid ever hopes or even dreaming of becoming some sort of hero. As okay, get your notes and that is in last place. As Azawa says, I was never going to expel any of you. That was a ruse to make you all work as hard as you can. And everybody's excited. They're like, whew. Alright. So a day passes, and they're doing their first exam. The heroes versus villains is All Might busts in your room. Well, I am here as your teacher. And everybody's excited because, it's freaking All Might. Like, All Might. And he's like, everybody, shield, shield. We're doing an exam. As he clicks the buttons, it's fixing hero suits. And start with Deku is Spider Man. So his suit is a mixture between Spider Man's. As he puts it on, hey, you remind me of that hero from almost 200 years ago. What was his name? Spider Man. Huh. That's what it's gonna be my that's gonna be my hero then. Spider Man. As they push off and Midoriya's and Uraraka's on the team and Bakugo and Tinya's on the team. So they have time to prepare. As All Might says go and Midoriya rushes in. As Oshaka rushes in behind him and they start making way up to the top back at the same time. Bakugo wanting to prove to Midoriya that he's stronger and he's going to become the number one, rushes out. So he says, "I'm coming for you, Midoriya," but this time he's not as loud or ratchet as Canon. He knows about Midoriya. He knows about Midoriya's spidey sense, and he's going to have to try to not sugar it whatsoever. As Midoriya's running, it goes off since he can see. He could basically feel Bakugo coming from literally 10 floors higher than them. As he tells Uraraka, go the other way, Bach goes this way. And she asks him, how does he know? It's a part of my quirk. It's called Spidey Sense. I know where danger is approaching. It also works in tests like this. Alright, so as Midoriya starts rushing towards Bakugo, and they eventually meet up with Midoriya rushing at Bakugo letting out front of his gauntlets. As Midoriya shoots up webs, blocking it, as he goes and lets out a venom shock towards Bakugo, and kind of shocks him a little bit, pushing Bakugo back and dazing him with him cloaking himself. And Bach was like, wait, what? As he looks around, he's trying to find Bakugo Midoriya sealed days. As Midoriya punches him, as he goes flying back, as Midoriya picks him up and throws him over a turtle. As he shoots his webs, taking Bakugo to the wall, but Bakugo, regaining his footing, it lets off with explosions. It lets off multiple of them in a complete circle around him. With Midoriya's easily sealed band level dodge, he uncloaks himself in order to make it at least a little bit of a fair fight for Bakugo. As he goes, Bakugo shakes out his gauntlet. Here you are, Midoriya. As he lets out the pin, as a massive explosion that blasts a whole new building gets lets up, but as he wakes up, Midoriya hero costume is canned and charred. But he's completely fine. As he goes, powering up 50% or 100%, going all out. As he goes and hits Bakugo, but he sends an airwave above, helping with a rocket, and allowing her to tag Ida, causing him to win the exam, or pass the exam. Pass the exam. And Bakugo's okay with this in all actuality. So, a few days later, and they have to pick a class representative and a class president. And they choose as Midoriya and Momo. You two are the most strongest people here, and smartest and strongest people here. There's not going to be a better fit than the two of you. And he says, really? But they go to lunch, and Uraraka reveals why she want to be a hero. It's truly hero-like, as but then reporters breaks in, and she helps Ida get up there and calm everybody down, eventually leading to Ida being called a class representative. With them now making an exam to go to the USJ. But that's the end of this part right here. Hope y'all enjoy. Peace out.